Wednesday, December 31, 2019, New Year's Eve, and I'm just heading to the local scrap metal yard to pick up a new project. Got the trailer on the back, and yeah, see what we can make of this one. So I've arrived at the scrapyard, obviously, and this is the new toy, or the new project, so to speak. So it doesn't look too bad. It's been, it hasn't been well loved. That's why it's ended up here. But now all we've got to do is try and get that into there. Okay, got it loaded on, just fitted, hitting to the front, and just fucking hitting the back, just got the wiring, a little bit of a bulge in it there. Alright, so that's all good. Big place here, plenty of scrap, but these are the things that I'm interested in. Alright, so we'll get it, head back home and get it unloaded. Okay, here we are back home, and got the bike here. So what I'm going to do now is get it off the trailer, get some ramps or something. Missed that bit, I forgot to press record. I've wheeled it into the shade here, just out of the sun, 'cause it's sort of getting a bit warm at the moment. So I just had a bit of a look, pulled the seat off, had a look there. Looks like the carby, I don't know whether, when it's been dropped, I can see from this here, where the shock has sort of dropped the carby off the intake there. You can see it wobbling around a bit, so I'll have to put that back inside its boot. Hopefully that's all it was, it's just maybe the shock of when it dropped. Bit of plastic there, it's only a cover. The handbrake was working, so I had to undo it to get it off the trailer. Still got a bat. It's probably knackered. Looking for the gear stick, and I found this. There's no gear stick, and I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully the spine's still good. I'll be able to put another gear shifter back on it. Yeah, the rest of it's still there. The diff lock, the reverse cable, the diff lock cable. These are often missing. This is what engages the diff lock. Drum brakes on the rear, and disc brakes on the front. But the master cylinder here feels a bit tight, so I need to check that out. Lots of things to check out. No key, so I have to bypass that. I can't see where the starter button is, whether there's some trick with it. But if all else fails, there's a recoil start here. So I'll pull until I figure out. Maybe I'll just do a little internet search, see where the bloody starter button is. Got engines. All this other stuff. Oh, there's a button under here. Maybe that's it. Oh, hang on. Ah, that's spring loaded. That's probably it there. There should be a button up here. That'll be it there. Alright, cool. But what I'll do is take these racks off, let the plastics come back up because they're under stress. Yeah. And maybe hit it with the pressure washer. Alright. I'll keep going. So, getting the rack off, broke a couple of these off. They're obviously rusted in. I just wouldn't stand the stress, even just mild stress of trying to undo it with the ratchet. So anyway, it looks like I'll have to drill them out at some stage. So these ones are a bit easy to get to, so I'm just soaking them in a bit of RP7. Spraying some of these underneath. Where are we up there? Yep. Under. A little bit of a soaking. Yeah. Hopefully not break too many off. Just creates more work later. I'll keep going. Okay, so bars are off. I've set a box under this side. Try and bring this one back up. Obviously it's been sitting bent over out in the hot sun here for a few weeks, so I'll put that box under it, maybe leave it out in the sun later, or even hit it with a heat gun. Same thing with this one. It's just been bent and held with the heat for a while, so it's formed that way. Got the carby back on, whatever reason that was down there, probably when it fell. So that's all sealed up. So I'll give it a bit of a steam clean, not a steam clean, a pressure clean. What I'll do is I'll fill this Windex bottle up with some truck wash. Truck wash is supposed to have some sort of non-aggressive soap, but it's like some sort of surfactant in it that helps take off mud and stuff, dirt. It's supposed to just fall off. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so this is the stuff. This is the CT18 truck wash. Super wash it says. I'll put some of that into this. I'll use a funnel. So mix up make up a pretty straight sort of solution. Top the rest up with water, so that'll be a fairly strong sort of solution of this stuff. Spray it on, leave it for 10 minutes or so while I set up the pressure washer, and hit it with that. Okay, so there's the Windex bottle filled, just topped up with water with that truck wash in it, so we'll give a bit of a squirt around. A fair damp the hell out of it. It's got looks like wasps. Wasps have built nests inside the cooling fins. That'll blow out to mud. Yeah. Alright, I'll keep giving this a soak. So I gave it a pretty good soaking with the truck wash. It's sitting there for a bit. Set up the pressure washer. Just bleed it out. Bleed any air in the system. Should be good. nearly there. I was just looking inside this bloody toolbox thing, and blow me down. There's the missing gear stick. Plus something else, battery strap. That doesn't look good. Jesus, why would you have that? I don't know where that's from. Shit. Something. Don't know. I'll take this stuff out and clean it anyway. But that's good. Shift lever. So I've wheeled it back into the carport. And I've just supported the guards with a wooden box with a bit of a metal bar on the edge to try and bring it back up to shape, and in the front I shoved a basketball. Probably do something a bit higher just to bring that up, but I'll just bring it up a little bit at a time. Now the next thing to do, because I've got no key, is try and get into here to jump the wires. The ignition, I think they're only 2 wire anyway, so I'll try and get these 2 screws undone. Screw bolts. Or machine threaded screws. Alright. Okay, so key is 2 wire, brown and a white. How simple is that? Just find a joiner somewhere and link that through and put a battery on. Okay, so I got that the brown and white that goes from the key, which is just the 2 wires. Loop them back through, hook a battery up, 12 volts to there, that's fine. Not getting a green light for neutral, although the bike seems to be in neutral. Now the problem is this bloody stumpy gear shifter shaft. I tried putting the original one back on. Someone's messed around with this. Put it on, it just doesn't seem to tighten up. So I put a run the grinder down through here to open this up so it'll clamp up more. It clamps, but it still doesn't bite. And someone's inside, I don't know if you can see there. Yeah, maybe there. You can see there's no bloody, what do you call it? Castellation or something? Knurling. It comes right out to the edge, right out to this edge, which is where it needs to grip. I tried another one off a pit bike. It sort of grips better, but not quite. Might have to make something. But I don't know. If worse comes to worse, what I need to do is get it going first. If I can get it going and everything runs fine, and I don't have to strip the motor down. Well, I don't have to strip the motor down. What I might do is put that on there and just hit it with the arc welder, weld it on. That might have to be the solution. Anyway, I'll keep going. I'll leave that for now. So I've got power going from the key. So what I'll do is I'll take the plug out and pull it over by hand and see if we can spark. So after messing around, trying to get, I can't get any key thing to start it or any push button thing because there's no neutral light. There's no neutral light, it's probably not going to engage something. So what I've had to do is bypass it and put the battery straight onto the feed side of the solenoid that feeds straight into the starter motor. So I can crank it over, that's no worries. Next, spark. Spark was pretty erratic. I'm getting a good spark and a piss weak spark and no spark. And what I found that is I have to actually run a full-time positive into the system, so it needs the stator itself doesn't generate enough spark. So you've got to have battery power to it, and it's got a healthy spark. It's going crack, crack. It's about weld off it. So I've just chucked a bit of fuel down the jug, or down the cylinder. I'll see if I can fire it up. Right, throttle, engine, contact. So I went down the street, bought a new plug for it, a B8ES. Hopefully that's the right one. That was the one that was in it. Could have been anything, off a farm. Could have been over a generator. Who knows where the plug came from? Probably. I mean, it's got the right reach. It's not too long. Bought a new one. Put a bit of plug fuel down the cylinder, and we'll give that a try. Been idling for about 15 minutes now. Everything's pretty warm. Warm all over, hot nearly. Not hot, but certainly warm. Pipe's blackened up. We knock some of that scaly shit off it. Carby seems to work fine. It's probably nearly out of fuel, and it didn't put much in it. Yeah. I'd take it for a ride if it wasn't for this bloody gear thing, gear shifter. I'll figure out something there. Yeah. Well, that's probably it for today. Success from scrapyard to running in, you know, half a day. Pretty good. Anyway, we'll keep working on it another day, but that's it for now. If you like this sort of stuff, don't forget to subscribe. Catch you later.